We are at a tournament, blinds are at 100, 200. We look at 7-6 of clubs. I raise at under the gun position to 500. Loose player calls. The button 3-bet raises to 2000. Small blind calls and I call to see the flop. So we are 4-way to the flop with about 8,000 in the pot. The flop comes 4, 10, 5 with a possible flush draw. I check. Loose player down bets to 500. The initial pre-flop raiser thinks for a bit. He calls 500 also. The small blind calls quickly. The player profile that led out 500 is showing a sign of weakness, and the other two who caught are pretty weak too. So I take the chance to raise 5,000 if I open-ended straight and flush draw to build a pot while folding up hands. Surprisingly, the small blind calls, so I'm putting him on the top or middle pair, or maybe a higher flush draw. And comes the turn, ace of spades. Opponent checks to me, and I check back in position for pot control to see what he does on the river, ready to bluff him if I do not hit any of my draws. And river comes a 2 of spades. Opponent checks, the board has a possible 1 card straight with a 3 only. I do not put him on that since he has played it pretty weak since the flop. I have to be consistent with what I want to bet if I hit a strong hand. So I bet about 70% of the pot, 14,000 into about 19k to bluff him off better hands, since I do not really have a very strong hand, as I miss all my draws with no showdown value. So he thinks for a long while on a bet that looks like I'm trying to value him with a 70% off the pot, with hands like a straight or 2 pairs or a set. In my mind I'm thinking please fold, and he finally folds to my 7 high. Chip up.